both players have their decks set. We've got our names coming in. I believe this is the rematch, and ended up having some internet problems previously, managing to come back swinging, and is looking for a second shot at the championship crown.
Yeah. Spectating Ljovynn again. Big man comes out. He's looking to get some presence into end side of the board.
That steel wheel is such an aggressive charge in, but I mean, it gets the things, it places stuff on the map, and that's also a really good guard thinking about it.
He has an incline right there that gets in beautifully.
Are we just going to straight all your base? All your base! Yeah,
Let's
nobody
see.
owns any base here.
The opponents have effectively switched bases. Oh!
Ooh,
unless N guards here. If N blocks here and goes defensive, he does. Ljovynn saves his base.
It's not even that good of a defense. There's still so much room for Ljovynn just to kind of charge in and take something. Really wants to use that splatter shot Nova. I don't think now is the time. I don't think that power climb fits. This Luciamatic could probably fit.
No, unfortunately.
Or a cute little splat bomb. You can just put a cheeky little cute splat bomb there. Just be like.
But placing the splat bomb down there would still allow for a card on the left that could possibly activate that Daedalus special.
I see what's going there. They saw a good place. Looks like we're just going to go for a safe power clamp. That splat bomb, the curling bomb's actually a pretty good option as well now.
He may just choose to pop it in there and be as disruptive as possible.
It's just like, I want it in that spot. Look at that Tetramiel piece. It's begging to be filled.
Yep. Choosing to be as disruptive as he can. And now N is not looking very good. Ljovynn starts to fill up his base.
Yeah, that they can go for that whenever they want. There is no rush in getting that. But when they do, that is 3 special.
And now they just need one card to fill up their base. The heavy edit is all they need.
Oh my goodness, this special. I love how fast they are at building special. Like, there's 5 specials that haven't been filled on this field. Every other one has been optimized.
You've been looking to get an early.
Cold-blooded.
You've been looking to get an early lead here.
This is one away from a perfect shiver.
Yeah. And with N being fairly cornered, there aren't really very many cards that he can place. Gonna place the small fry, activates 2 of his, but trades that off for activating a special Ljovynn. Ljovynn does not pull the heavy edit yet. He's gonna special the Nova and try and fish for it.
Oh, this is scary though, because even with that, that's just 1 special. If Ljovynn doesn't have anything on 2, there's a risk that would just be 2 turns of dead air. The last 2 turns being dead air, and
he does it. He's risking the 50-50 to try and pull the heavy edit. Does he win it? He doesn't. And that's it. He lost the crucial pull. He didn't pull the heavy edit, and that's just curtains. There was nothing he could do from that point.
Wait, did Ljovynn or N win that? Cause
N won.
N won? Okay.
Yeah. Ljovynn was forced to pass on that last turn because he didn't pull. He had in his base a combo with heavy edit, and he very unfortunately did not pull the heavy edit when he needed it.
Indeed.
And that was that. That took the set. Or took the match, not the set. Okay. Now we're heading rematch onto Thunder Point. Ljovynn decides to go for the DJ here instead of the big man. Almost the same opening here as last time. He's gonna place the big man to try and take again as much space on end side of the field as he can. Now he has to be very careful of and piercing into his own base.
Ooh, good.
He does block it.
Good block.
Looks like he's trying to save spots. He's trying to save places on the right to activate the sploosh special, and he does manage to get a good clash on the left. No, okay, yeah, he does go. He does go for that sploosh now.
Gonna build up some super there.
Now puts the edit, and it's pretty much down to again drawing those base cards, filling up that base. He does have the correct cards also this time.
Yeah, no, this is helping a lot. And has so much more space to work with though. Just that background is blooming with turf to cover. Where Ljovynn is going to have to make an aggressive play pretty soon. He's gonna immediately go for it.
He goes for the crab tank into end space, and if this plays out, end will be in a very sticky situation.
I love how
the crab tank is incredible.
Crab tank is just literally a crab.
Crab tank is incredibly disruptive here. And he does. Almost none of those specials now are able to be activated for N.
We got a really good ink line. We're looking for a good spot to drop the curling bomb. Everything's kind of safe, so I think it's safe to
Besides
just go.
to wait.
That was
and just.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was. Yeah. N was fishing to cancel that ink line, but Ljovynn decides against playing that curling bomb early to try and guarantee that he gets that base filled up completely, and now plays the curling bomb here.
That was a huge play and exceptionally rewarding. Massive rest from N. Did do some stuff, but unfortunately did not do what N was looking for. Oh, there's a perfect spot. Oh, no, it's not perfect, but there's a good curling bomb pocket. I think this is...
At this point, he's probably fishing for as much special as he can get in order to... Oh, he doesn't have a 312 anymore. Is that correct?
I guess so. So, does he have any fours that you can work with? I suppose the next card is going to be... Oh, no, we got
he gets
5.
2.
Never mind, we're good.
And yeah. Oh, and now he has Shiver. And yeah, this looks like it'll be a wrap for N.
Yeah, this one...
Huh?
Ljovynn isn't going down without a fight. As this round is confidently taken by Ljovynn and balances his score to 1 AP. Yeah, both of these two, they both clearly really want this win. I can't blame them.
Yeah. And now we are 1-1 in the set. And looking to take Ljovynn to box seats. They do. Ljovynn agrees to go to box seats. In case people are not aware, box seats is a map that the TBS has decided to ban, and it is only able to be played if both players agree to play it, and they both decide to go on box seats. This is very exciting.
We're getting cursed. We have the small cards.
Yeah, box seats is the smallest map in the game, and because of that, it plays a lot differently from many of the other maps, and so the TBS community decided collectively to make it a gentleman's rule only. Unfortunately, Ljovynn is not drawing very well. He's not getting any of his larger cards.
I mean,
However,
how
that's
large of
not
cards
as
do you
big
get in this state? Oh my goodness, there's an Ouroboros. How would you even? I guess once you fit like, that's like the last play when you have a 20 card, 20 special.
Well, yeah, the strategy here is to get one of those three 17 sizes very early and use that as your opener to just gain a ginormous amount of space. However, it looks to be fairly even right now. The only play N can really make now is forcing into that bottom. He's sort of exhausted most of his space up top.
Left. We're gonna get a little
And N
bit.
does get in. That is very disruptive towards Ljovynn. Those specials will be incredibly hard, if not impossible, to activate now.
Yeah, I know that kind of shuts things down pretty harshly. Unless you had that coveted burst bomb, you know, the best card in the game.
He does set up the Octopod Pentatech up in the top left. Octopod is being specialed to get 2 for N.
We're gonna have a nice Tentatek combo on the top left. Octopod coming down in the middle, fitting snugly in. This is another really tight one, and is holding onto a light lead. Considering the size of things, I'd say a moderate lead on both special and turf. Like, this is a rough place for Ljovynn to be in.
Yeah, now Ljovynn forced to either special or pass as he pulled his large cards very late. Very unfortunate.
It's really not good for Ljovynn. Yeah, and now we've got a 16-point difference. I question what Ljovynn can really do in this situation.
Box is very volatile like that. If you don't pull the correct cards in the beginning, it's very hard to come back.
Yeah, Shiverfry and the Ouroboros just sitting there cozily at the top. 2 of them have been drawn, and they're like, "Hey, I'm here for the party," and the party's just on fire, and they're like, "Oh, maybe."
Yeah, the party ended a few hours ago. They were a little bit late.
Yeah.
It looked like he's fishing to special one of the 317s.
I mean, even a perfect.
He's passing again.
34-point difference, and literally needs 3 more points, and a perfect 17 would still not be enough.
and has 3 special. He's gonna pass. There's a chance.
No, not enough.
Nah, no, but unfortunately, N takes the set and we go to game 4. Oh, not. How do I say unfortunately?
Oh no, I was
Unfortunate for
really
you,
wanting
but-
to go have a pizza.
Anyways, moving to squared now. This is basically box seats but large.
You know, just a friendly reminder to everybody who's watching. Stay hydrated, drink some water. We've got some beautiful water here. Make sure you drink it. Really? Well, yeah, we're just going straight in. Mary versus Captain. Just because of those few lower points, Mary's really good in that situation because she kind of just walls the Captain out. Looking for a really nice Hype Manta Storm here. Because if these are placed well and N isn't planning for a counter, it could literally just shut him down. Like, 2 turns in, you can be shut down in this match.
That's not a bad spot. Taking up top and reaching a little bit forward, but he does decide to go for the bottom where there's a lot more space to be taken. And Ed does go for the top. Ljovynn has fairly successfully blocked N down from taking the bottom from the right side. Now is looking to push up.
Trying to find the Jalonza something to hog that space.
However, there is a cooler spot, but
Might be better
unfortunately
just to
there's
go
no
for the
way to
defense.
place Jalonza. That may not block everything if he puts it there.
There's a couple of good Jalonzo positions. You can be pretty safe and just wall that out without. Yeah, something like that corner would probably be good.
Yeah.
Alright,
He does block, they both block.
Stage has been divvied up.
Yeah. Anarchy, not a very common card, but a very interesting one nonetheless. It's a very awkward shape to use, but it can absolutely work in the right hand. Looks like he has a perfect slosher deco spot on the right. He's probably waiting for that. Ooh, the slosher just barely doesn't fit in there. Can't quite get into N's area.
Yeah, all these cards are just a little too big or awkwardly shaped. Reset has yet to happen. Currently the score is 2-1 N's favor. Which means that if N wins this one, we will have the bracket reset.
Indeed.
But Ljovynn is
Anarchy Tri-Slosher. Right there. When you popping the Tri-Slosher there, activates 3 specials.
Ooh. So now we're just banking on that Tri-Slosher stepping in.
Yeah. Looks like that's why he was hesitating to place the Slosher down there first.
Ooh, is that spot getting interrupted?
Zipcaster comes out. No, it doesn't. But N has successfully reached into Ljovynn's base. Ljovynn looking to try and take as much of his space as he can before N does.
Really
However, N
safe
has
play.
a smaller card,
Nicely played.
and
Bob.
he gets rid of that. Slosher deco spot.
And here's the here's the 3-piece.
Yeah.
Really clean charge up there. Sets up some really important tempo for Ljovynn. Are we already going for a super? What are we reaching for here?
Yeah. He's looking to find a way to get in while still claiming a lot of the middle area for himself. That does reach, but not very far.
Trazuka is not
That's
a
a pretty
common
good spot.
312 either.
No, but it can absolutely work in certain decks if you know how to use it.
Mm-hmm. And it's also an interesting card on the fact that, like, because it's uncommon, if you can make it work with your deck, you can put it down early like this, the odds that somebody's going to be able to pull out a counter is, like, low.
Absolutely. Looks like he's looking to cancel whatever. Looks like there may be, I'm not sure if Ed's running this, but there's a Dreadbringer spot up there that activates both and claims a ton of area up there.
Mm-hmm. Just looking for the perfect way to set things up, hoping to try to get that special charge off of this read.
That would cancel any hope of... He does go for the pass though, and N plays it safe and activates one. Now Ljovynn's forced in a very awkward spot. He's gonna have to pass.
I bet you he's picking himself off of that whip.
N's passing also. And now, here comes the cooler. This is very close, but Ljovynn has a very solid lead.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback happening, especially with a 4. Like, they're definitely upset about... I can see they wouldn't be too happy about the fact that they missed that read. But, I mean, with it being this close, or this distance, just getting the 312, that was all that mattered. And I do believe...
Yeah, Ljovynn will take that 2-2.
We're heading to a game of 5.
Yeah. The issue with the bucket up there is, I think he was, Ljovynn just wanted to play safe because if, there were a few things that could have happened if, Ljovynn could have either, not gotten the clash and not, had that special activated for the slasher, or it could have activated 2 of N specials and led him to be able to special a 5 special cost card.
That is a excellent point, and shows why I'm the noob here. Ooh, it's my favorite type of deck.
Oh, and here we have the signature checkerboard deck from Ljovynn on X Marks the Garden.
We're
Game 5.
With the
Here we go.
Now this is interesting. Oh god, there's so much checkerboard. It's beautiful. So this is...
However, again, ooh, that is not a very good hand for Ljovynn. Bike does work well here, but he doesn't have very much follow-up because Merch will most likely be used as a comboing card here. And again, he is not drawing well. Forced to play Wiper on the right, even though it's not going to be taking very much space.
It's not gonna guard.
It will not fully block, but there really aren't very many cards that would fully block.
I feel like a safe play would just to start trying to farm up some specials.
Yeah, he decides instead to go. He's considering that Merch.
Alright, we're gonna go with the Splatana. I don't think this... Okay, it did actually pay off because that area is not guarded.
He pulls the Wave Breaker, and that's okay. That's not bad, but I'm not sure what he wants to do here. He could put it there, or he could put it over on the right to completely destroy that space over there. He does choose to put it on the left and save Merch for other combos.
I know a lot of, for the most part, like 312s are not, you want to save them for like your big plays and stuff, but like Wave Breaker has always felt like, at least in my time of playing, one of the few 312s that you want to play in neutral, just because of the fact that it has, like, when you're playing a checkerboard deck like this, it has such great synergy.
That is true, and with that Wiper Deco, he has a beautiful sprinkler spot to try and infiltrate.
Ooh,
There is no block,
that's
and
a
he has
tri-stringer.
2 paths. Yep, and that's a beautiful bow right into End's face. Either side works.
Tries to stop it with the football, but the tri-stringer is going to curve to the side, and that's another one.
And he pulls the other bow, and it fits beautifully. End's base is completely gone after that bow.
Both
He
gonna
does get
special.
Yep, activates both. And now End is backed into a pretty bad corner here. There's not very much that he can do.
This is a
Elite is playing the left.
This is a scary place to be. We've got 4 turns left. There's only a 2-point difference. Ljovynn has 1 special more, but so much more space to work with all of a sudden. The question is, are any of their cards usable, even in those spacious locations? But if Ljovynn manages to take this, that's gonna be it. That ends the tournament.
He does have an Inkmine spot down at the bottom.
Are we really dropping the Kozuna?
He is.
Is it Chow
He's
time?
gonna is special the Koho, yeah. Decides it. Yeah.
Safe play.
Decides against it in order to special the Inkmine. That is a very good stamp. And there is not much that Ljovynn can do here. He's already used his Wavebreaker, so this is his last 312s.
It might be
And
more
there are
just
not very
passing
many.
and going for the 17 on the next turn because they're not going to be able to play on the turn after. I'm like, oh.
I'm not sure what their last card is.
Nice.
And forced to pass.
Oh
And
my
it's 10 to
goodness!
Oh, he lost the 50-50. If he had pulled 10s, he could have specialed one of his 17s this turn.
That's rough,
But he managed.
but look, this thing fits
Yeah.
perfectly and it's still 1 more play.
The issue is, N still has a special, and this is very close, but I believe that may be a bracket reset.
That is a bracket
it is.
reset.
We're into the reset. Ljovynn, incredibly unlucky, doesn't pull the 10, pulls the 10 last turn, and is forced to special a lot less points than he really wanted to.
Indeed. Just got that one final whiff just. But hey, we're not done yet. We've got more coming up here. We're gonna head straight back to Thunder Point, and we're going to commence with the grand finals. I could just press the reset score button and move it over to bracket reset. Well, no, I could just mark both as the L's. Bam. There we go, let's clear up this map. Chat, who do you think's got this? We got one more best of 5. We've got the Grande Finale. It's Main Street, alright.
Alright. Starting map for the bracket reset will be Main Street.
It can go either way. Both players have a shot at claiming this crown.
Yeah, score is wiped. We'll see who comes out on top.
I want to see who do you all think's gonna win?
Yeah, tell us in chat. Who do you think's gonna win? Who are you rooting for? N's internet has managed to hold up all this time.
That too! That too! We should be popping off of internet stability. Let's go! Players just taking a moment to make sure that their decks are up to snuff. They are ready and raring to go at each other's throats. Just Just a few more moments, and we can dive in to our bracket reset match.
And we're heading
Yeah,
straight in.
the last hand was better.
Ooh.
The last hand
And
was better.
You've been not pulling very well here, turn one. This is not a horrible opener, but he does not have... Okay, he does pull the Horrorboros. This is an okay follow-up.
Yeah, both sides have
He
their
predicts
defense.
correctly. Predicts correctly that N would not try and go aggressive and pierce him.
Definitely needed that guard, because this would be this game would already be over.
Ooh. I realize now why he has Anarchy in this deck. There is a perfect Anarchy spot that activates on the back of Horrorboros that he would probably use for his combo. See right where the T-Tech is? Yeah, up one.
Oh.
There's that spot there, but the Dynamo is just barely blocking it.
Alright, we're just gonna go to the brick for a moment.
Yeah.
Shop for one
Ran out
special.
Ran out of time and he's passing a lot. He's not getting the cards that he needs. This is very unfortunate for Ljovynn.
Yeah, this is a tough start. So
Yeah.
early in, and we're already passing. We've got two like small cards, and we've got our special. None of them are really doing the job.
Forced to pass twice already on turn 4. This is not what you like to see.
It's a bit better. We could.
Okay, pulls the edit. The issue is he has that huge line of empty space that it's going to be very hard to fill. The issue with not pulling good openers. He gets the Nova edit combo off though. Does manage to pull Nova.
The funny thing is, despite passing for 2 turns, only a 7-point deficit. Like,
yeah, and he's going very aggressive here. That's what all the passing was for. He's looking to get enough special to since he drew so poorly. He was looking to get enough special to go in incredibly early.
oh, I like that tri-strainer more than the jet zipcaster. Like, the zipcaster is really good and probably safer, but that ink line just looks so perfect there.
Yeah, that's a lot more risky, but he does go for it.
Oh!
It doesn't get to the right.
I feel like the ink zipline would have just barely cut in, but we do
I
have
believe
that
it
left-hand
would.
side.
That doesn't deny the Dynamo special at the bottom. Or was that Dynamo? I don't know. The special point at the top of the map.
Nice catch there. So N has a huge special lead because of that massive, that incredibly risky play that Ljovynn did pump. But I mean, N's going to be. I would honestly go plan on defense here because I would start expecting N to want to go for some kind of push into your turf now, because you just shut down their space.
He does have a pretty decent look onto the right, but Ljovynn is looking to try and block that off as best he can.
Fits nicely there. Yeah, no,
It does,
no,
but it'll. Yep. And N is looking to go very aggressive into Ljovynn's face. He does get a free 2 special with the Inkmine and the Horrorboros.
And if there is a good position to drop one of the 312s, we might have a chance for a double 312.
Yeah. Captain is special by N. That gives him a little bit of a look in, but not very much.
Oh no. Mm. If we go with that little Judd, that does set up for the Annie to be dropped off for a 13.
It is true.
Not the
He's gonna go for it.
One away from
Yeah,
the
however,
Kozuna. And yeah, I guess
yeah.
he's not gonna be able to make that one. And
At a 20-point deficit, there really was not much you could do there. That was just horribly unlucky for Ljovynn. Unfortunate. But that's 1-0 for N, and we continue to game 2.
players are gonna take a moment to set their decks up.
Alright.
And yeah, it looks like, yeah, we're going to square squared for our next bout. Oh, let's see the gameplay. Let's see the gameplay. Gameplay is important.
Ooh.
We got Horrors coming straight in.
And immediately, Ljovynn gets a much better hand than last game for the opener. Manages to get through the Dynamo at the top. That's gonna be very important.
Yeah, no, these are... They don't necessarily synergize well with each other, but you've got your whole deck behind you. You do not need synergy right now. You just want turf, and these are all beautiful turfing cards.
Yeah, and now...
Ooh, that reach!
Oh, the gold Dynamo is incredible, going straight into Ljovynn's base. At this point, there's little hope of blocking N off from the left.
Gold
and
Dynamo,
now,
more like gold Dynamo. Got him.
and now everybody has reach into all of the map. Nothing is secured for any one person.
Indeed.
It looks like the Zuka can be placed at the bottom.
Do we want to place the Zuka though?
No. It looked like Ljovynn was trying to see where the Zuka can be placed.
Oh, it's always so frustrating when your choice card is just like a one away from fitting perfectly.
Yeah, the gold Dynamo into the Marie cuts off almost all combos that you can do with it. Or at least that this deck is set up for.
There's still a couple of nice spots for the YouTuber to really make work. Or at least secure turf.
Yeah.
So we are going to... We finally have some defending grounds. Very small amounts, but there is definable turf that is safe. And we face ourselves with a brick, and we are going to rip Gilfonso.
No. Yeah, this is still a fairly even game. Ljovynn is down a little bit on special, and there's not too much he can do with his cards. But those sloshers can still do a lot of work. You can see you have a double with, I believe, Slosher Deco with the Marie in the top left. Get a special Zuka early.
Very early Zuka. But once again, it's hard to counter. I feel like the Tacticooler would be easier to counter. This might... I would want to see that if we're going to pick one of those two to play, the Tri-Zuka feels like the way to go.
Yeah. He can either way, either one he specials, he can still afford to special that because he has pulse stone.
Yeah. You don't always have to drop both of your 312s at the last 2 turns. Sometimes it's better to drop one early like this. Just cause a little bit of chaos.
Yeah. That is the only ballpoint spot, which is very unfortunate because that is entirely negative for even, because not only does it activate Forge, but it doesn't allow for that slosher double with Marie. So both people decides to pass. He pulls the wrong slosher, however. It does still get 1, but unfortunately, he does not get that double with Marie. It is blocked off, and here is that slosher.
It's just a little too late.
Yeah, and there's not gonna be a spot that he can place that. That is very good, however. That gets 3 and basically.
He wants a better spot with
basically
this.
gives him a free turn.
But it's only going to affect like 3 points.
Yeah, this is still anybody's game.
Maybe we're just taking the 6, seeing what they do.
Time pressure.
Oh, we've got a double 312.
Oh. And it is very, very close. That's 1 off from perfect. If N can't find a good spot here, Ljovynn may take this, but it's not looking very good for you.
Yeah, I think N has this one in the bag. That looked like it was enough.
I believe it was.
Just like 3 points.
Mm-hmm. And N takes it 2-0. This is game match point for N, and potentially the bracket reset win.
Yeah, this might be N running back all the way from the internet disconnect conundrum. Just a full run back is like, that didn't happen. I actually won. Here's proof. Bracket reset. Full sweep. So what are we looking at here? We got Main Street, we got Square Squared. Where do you think Ljovynn would want to take us?
I'm honestly not. I'm not quite sure myself.
If
Looks
you
like
were in
they're
Ljovyn's
taking a little
position,
bit of time.
where do you think? Where would you?
Me, I would. That's a good question. I'd probably pick Lakefront. I like that map. That's a very nice map.
You go Lakefront?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where we're going, but it seems like we picked.
Yeah, they're taking a little bit to think. Taking a little breather.
Oh, we're just heading back in.
Oh, okay then.
We're squaring it off.
Yep. The rematch on Squared. Ooh.
This is an alright hand. I kind of like the last hand better, but... Ooh, you know what? I like it a lot more with it just kind of snuggling up to that dynamo.
That is a nice spot for Manta Storm. It does allow him to get up there. However, he may choose to go more defensive here. Not sure. That is also a very nice spot. This is usually like the crucial turn of Squared. This usually decides these turns 2 and 3 are usually the ones that decide how the rest of the map plays out.
That's a.
He's gonna go for that aggression.
Unfortunately, though, this is a really good opportunity for N to be able to peek through that little corner. Like, it covers a lot of that turf, but it's also... That Manta Storm kind of... It doesn't feel like it's doing as much as I would like for it to do. if it was just one lower, it would be exquisite. But this has a real risk of just getting all of this turf that they potentially have shut down. And I know N is looking at that bottom corner and being like, you're going to try to close this off.
Alright, N does reach in, but Ljovynn is setting up those slosher combos, which he can use basically at any time.
Indeed. So if we're going to go for one here, this is definitely a safe call. There is a risk that that could be overran.
Just getting that combo up early, yeah. And he's going to use the Zuka instead of specialing it to be as disruptive as he can, or at least consider it.
Like we're
Maybe, I guess not. Yeah. He's going... No, I gotta stop talking before he makes his move.
we can't be saying they're doing this until they commit.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah, and he does manage to get in. The Lil Jud can activate here. It'll also be very disruptive to the Dynamo.
And because they didn't go for that slosher yet. Oh my goodness, it's a twin Jud!
Oh, he does pull... N does pull Lil Jud and manages to save that Dynamo special.
Yeah, now that it's starting to get hard to see what would be an optimal play, now it's safe to just go for the slosher. Get those two specials up and running. Chances are high it's not going to be interrupted even still, but better safe than sorry. Oh, why ain't that handy dandy?
Yeah, and then you have the Tri-Slosher right next to it to activate the special from the bucket. Or that works too.
4 turns left, both players are dead even. Huge special lead on Ljovynn's end though. With a lot of room to be able to just... I need something to peek into that top left area, because that is just right for the taking. That said, the left-hand wall made by the E-leader is still pretty good, and I'd like to take a bite out of that too.
Yeah. He uses Gootuber to take space and not necessarily to activate that special, because I don't believe he has anything that can activate that special in his deck. Yes, he does not. So instead, he chooses to take that space before N can.
Trying to see if there's a beautiful little spot for Callie to slip into. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, there's not very many spots, but he does instead choose to get the free special from the Tri-Slosher. Special small fry from N. Getting 2.
Turns left, and we have enough to get two supers to finish things up. 2 specials. Might be able to get a 4 going in next. Oh, doesn't need it. The 312 is right there.
Yeah, the 312 is right there. There are not very many good spots for Callie here. With that, with the double Lil Jud clash up at the top, that blocks off a lot of real estate that Callie could have used.
And so she's just gonna step in over where this, over what would have probably been one of the best places for that tactical. Oh, but we do have this spot that was conveniently made by the stamp to just claim. Ain't that dandy?
That's not bad. That's 22 points, and that will be the win for Ljovynn. Even a perfect Zipcaster will not be able to win against that. It's close, but Ljovynn takes it. 2-1. He is not going down without a fight. Potential reverse sweep for the win from Ljovynn.
Indeed.
We'll have to see though. Looks like we'll be getting to X Marks the Garden next.
gonna mix things up a little bit. I know we've been watching Ljovynn for so long, but I think it's worth us watching. Ooh.
Double Dynamo, and now now we're spectating from N's perspective. We'll see what he does here. Not the best opening hand, but it's usable. There are things he can do with it. He can predict this bright, which he doesn't. The special from the Steal is blocked off, and the side on the right is blocked up. But he does, very luckily, draw the gold Dynamo, and that'll allow him to almost guaranteed take that left side.
Unless Ljovynn immediately goes in and tries to claim that too. Which is exactly no turf is safe.
Yeah. The only thing that's safe right now is both of the players' bases. And fishing for a special that's far up that he can use to potentially get in case he needs to.
And I've said this before, I'll say it again. There is a 100% chance that they're gonna want to be able to break through. That is a safe gold Dynamo if I had ever seen one. Definitely works out well. But that clam, power clam, we're gonna be seeing more of that in a little bit. Probably in about 6 turns.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, this is the deck where Ljovynn has that Tri-Slosher, so he can, I believe he can activate the Dynamo special on the right with the Tri-Slosher and the Little Jud. I could be wrong, but...
That is definitely an opportunity to be played.
Yeah. N has not drawn very well here and was forced to pass because he has not gotten any of his base combo, any of his cards to base combo with. And now Ljovynn potentially can infiltrate that left side with the special that he just got.
Yeah, that's a really good placement for a special.
Yeah. And with not much that N can do in terms of defense, this is looking very interesting, right?
Fortunately, though, there are a couple of turns before. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. You can just drop a 1.
Yeah, and T-Tech goes down, completely shutting down hopes of a Mudmouth there. Villaged can fit, but there really isn't much follow-up from that. So he's instead going to go and put it on the left to activate that special.
Gets a couple of good, very valuable points. Can't even utilize their own turf here. That might just be for Ljovynn to plunder.
Yeah, and Ljovynn manages to block off his base fairly well. It looks like N is going to try and interrupt the Little Jud that may be coming out there. Okay, it looks like he did have the wrong slosh machine. I couldn't remember exactly, but...
Coming in mean and fast. That is a scary place to put it, though. Not for N. Or for N specifically, because like, anywhere that thing gets dropped is just an easy counter on turn 3. If Ljovynn can get 2 special within the next 2 turns, like, that thing just gets deleted.
Yeah. There's not really a spot for the Zipcaster either, so he does decide to use the Ultra Stamp. And Ljovynn has not been able to play the Little Jud yet.
There he is.
But he does get it.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, this looks like it is gonna be a wrap for N. Ljovynn has 6 specials, so he could special potentially a 17 size card, and N only has Zipcaster to play against it.
And this Zipcaster isn't even optimal.
Yeah, there really are not many spots for Zipcaster here.
The best spot is just too condensed with special bars, just walling them out.
That's sometimes the issue with Zipcaster. There are times where a lot of the placements from the enemy are very condensed and lead to unoptimal spots for Zipcaster. But with that being said, 2-2 Game 5 bracket reset in Grand Finals of Duel on 18. Hope you're hyped, because I know I am.
Who's gonna take this? This can go either way. It's
Yeah,
all on N to...
all these matches have been very even.
That said, N has the advantage of being able to pick the stage, and it looks like we've already got that stage picked out. It is going to be Double Gemini.
Oh, the overlay needs to be elevated with X card.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm filling them in. Don't worry, nobody else can see it. So. Perfect. Alright.
Ooh, and not getting the best opening hand. Pulling the 312, and the best card that he can play as an opener is Heavy here.
Does the internet just kind of have a malfunction in this moment?
Hold on. Okay, nope. End's okay.
We got something.
The internet's still here. Heavy is not a bad option. Ooh. Pulls the steelhead, can pop that right there.
To get some special with steelhead.
Yeah.
I get the defense. I respect it. I would really want that steal.
Oh no. Ljovynn has set up the Ljovynn has the perfect setup for his base combos.
Oh my goodness, he does.
If you know, yeah. Ljovynn plays Twin Sisters and the Tentabrellas here. Plays Callie in the middle to try and get space.
It's actually possible still for Ljovynn to break into N's turf if
from the left, yes.
Important defend right here.
But yeah, he does go for the base instead. The double slosher, double tent. And there is not much that N can do against it. He does not have very much opportunity to build enough special to special in here. You could potentially special in with a small fry from the left, but you won't have enough to build before then.
Yeah.
And the only cards that N can play are his 312s. This is looking very grim for N so far. Forced to pass.
Oh, we got 2 passes going on though. Both of them
Okay.
heading over to the
Looks like
shopping trip together.
yeah, looks like Ljovynn is fishing for his base combos. Doesn't want to draw any cards that could potentially ruin it. Special zip in order to break through. That is devastating. N has free reign over, Ljovynn has free reign over all of N's territory, and there's not much he can do. However, N looking to counter special.
He could just tell him off and steal some of his turf too. That is a really good Zipcaster, because even if Ljovynn got the read and blocked one of those spots, the other spot is perfectly okay.
However, he does pull the tent, and so he could potentially still use that slosher. N has nothing to put that could disrupt that slosher. And he does get the fish stick down.
This is
3
there's
turns
still
left.
So much space left in this fight. Like, it's entirely possible that
No! Oh my god.
it happened!
And there goes the internet. The German internet has struck again and has disconnected. Turn 2, I believe.
Yeah, I can do.
It was turn 3 or 2.
I saved a. Oh, multiplayer modes have been updated. Thank you. Let's
I
go. Nope, that's
yeah, double check, but
please. There it is. 3. We're on 3.
okay, yeah, and yeah, with that, because of the DC rules that we have in place, that means Ljovynn will take that game, and thus Ljovynn
No.
is proud the winner of Duel on 18.